Hello everyone, welcome at my stream. Today I'm going to play some of the rapid games, but I would like to focus especially on creating a good plan in the middle game, in the end game. And I just want to encourage you to visit my website, createthebestplan.mattbobula.com, and you can get completely for free an ebook with the whole guide. What should you do if you want to find the best plan? And you see, just to remind you, I'm just going to follow the process of thinking, and I just want to show you how to do that in practice. And I'm just going to follow that process of thinking. So at the beginning, if you want to find the best plan, you have to do the evaluation. So you should consider material, king's position, pawn structure, and pieces activity. Later, based on those informations, you have to create a plan. So whether you attack or defend, and in what area, king side, queen side, center. And finally, once you know in what area are you going to play, you have to calculate some moves. So you should pick some candidate moves, calculate them, think are there any new ideas, and you're supposed to make a final decision in the end. And I just want to show you how to use that process today in practice. Okay, so let's have a start. I will try to find the opponent for 10 minutes. Of course, I'll have to do that pretty quickly, and probably I'll do that right after the opening for the first time, because right after the opening, usually we have got a first critical position. Okay, let's play maybe Slav. I haven't played Slav for a while, so knight f6. Okay, now of course d takes c4 is the main line of the Slav. Typical Slav, I usually go with e6, which is called the semi-Slav. e3, so Meran variation. Okay, knight goes to d7. Bishop goes to d3, one of the two most popular moves, and now black can play bishop d6, or black d takes c4 is the main move, although, okay, let's go with this. Bishop d6 also is an option. Okay, maybe I will play slightly faster in the opening so I can keep the, okay, bishop e2. So I can save some time to focus on the creating the plan process. Okay, bishop e2. Usually bishop d3 is more popular, but after this move, I think I can play a6, bishop b7, and later c5. Or I will start with this move. And I think later I can go b4 and c5 right after. Okay, let's play b4. And now let's play c5. If I'm not wrong, that should be correct. In case pawn captures, I think I cannot capture back with a knight, because there is annoying move bishop b5. I know that I have to pay a lot of attention to this. Yeah. So let's see what opponent is going to do. So after this move, most likely I will take back with the bishop. What else opponent can do? Okay, opponent can play b3. Okay, I consider rook c8, I consider a6. What else I can do? I don't want to take. I can also go bishop e7. So what should I do? Yeah, let's maybe play bishop e7, because I would like to castle. Yeah, in case pawn captures, now if I capture with the knight, bishop goes to b5. In the worst case, I always have got king f8. Okay, but I don't need to bother with that. I think I can castle. Okay, so opening is coming to an end. And yeah, so what opponent is going to do? There is a big chance that, in the next moves, I have to decide about the plan, but I just want to complete my development. So, okay, rook c8, it's a good idea to bring the rook into the game. Okay, what opponent can do. Okay, let me just remind you, because in a move or two moves, I will try to use the whole process. This is the process of thinking that I'm going to use. I'm gonna evaluate the position, create the plan, and calculate variations. Okay, and now I can see opponent plays bishop c4. I think this is the good time to do that, because this is like a critical position right after the opening. So material, it's equal. King's position, both king are safe. Pieces activity, in my opinion, it's more or less equal at this point. Pawn structure, also nothing that interesting. I mean, I see that there is a tension. You can see that we have got also two backwards pawns, but I think they are not that important. Okay, so position is more or less equal, as you can see. But because there is a tension in that pawn structure and the center is more open, so I'm going to attack in the center. I'm pretty sure that I have to do something in that area, and this is gonna be my plan, right? I have to do something. So what are my candidate moves? First move that comes into my mind, and this one is this one. Maybe I'll check this one, and maybe also knight to b6. So okay, let's calculate every single move. If I capture, opponent most likely captures back with the bishop. Pawns hanging, I play a6. I think white has got the advantage because white has got strong pawns in the middle. In case I play knight e4, what opponent is going to do? Opponent most likely will play queen e2 with the idea to bring the rook to d1. I play bishop f6, rook to d1. I play queen e7. That doesn't look bad. Okay, so this is my second variation. It's better. I like knight e4 more. And finally, let's check this one. So knight b6. I try to capture the knight. In case knight captures, queen captures, I'm good. And in case knight captures c5, I take, pawn takes, rook takes, and then bishop d4. Okay, and I lose bishop. I mean, I exchange bishop for the knight. So after the calculation, I decide to play knight e4 because I think that this move has me with the plan the best. Yes, okay. I know it was very quick. Took me like 1 minute, but probably you need to practice a little bit to be able to do that at the same pace. Okay, so rook goes here. I calculated that variation that I will play queen e7 because I don't want to keep my queen on that x-ray. And of course I want to bring my rook here. Okay, and now of course, because I know what is my plan, so I don't need to do that. I just have to calculate. Okay, of course I see what opponent is trying to do. And again, what are my candidate moves? One candidate move, second candidate move, and probably that's it. In case I capture, queen captures. Yeah, that queen is quite annoying, I have to admit. And now what can I do? Because a7 is hanging, rook c7. But yeah, I don't like this position for black. I don't like that queen that is very active. In case I go here, opponent captures, I take at b7. Opponent captures c5, I take, takes, rook takes. That looks more promising. So my decision is knight to b6. Yes, because I know what's my plan, so now I just need to calculate, and of course I need to pay attention to that what my opponent is doing. Okay, I have got 6 minutes. Okay, of course I will take it back. Oh, I calculated. Okay, I think I miscalculated a little bit because c5 is attacked 3 times. Okay, knight takes c5. I calculated that I can take it and I'm good. But I mean, I have to take it. I think I don't have that much choice. But it appears, okay, my queen is at b7. Okay, this is the difference. Okay, so here I made a mistake in the calculation. Maybe I should have just captured a6, but of course position is not lost here. I will try to attack the c5 pawn because c5 pawn is gonna be overextended. So this is gonna be my plan. So in case pawn captures, I will take it, queen takes, knight goes to, probably knight will have to go to the d5. Or should I start with this? No, you know what? Let's take it here first. Rook's hanging, so queen captures, and now I will go here. I don't want to go to this place because then queen d4, my knight is under attack, and yeah. When my knight is at the d5, I also keep possibility to play knight c3, attacking the rook, and it's also blocking the rook that is pointing towards that pawn. So in case opponent goes here, if I play it there, opponent has to play rook d2. And what's that? Because queen d4, knight c3, there is a potential fork. Okay, rook goes to c4. So opponent wants to put pressure, but also wants to keep an eye on that pawn. It does make a lot of sense, of course. So what, maybe a5. Okay, let's play a5. I don't see a direct way how can I take that pawn. So I play a5 to make sure that that pawn is protected. And opponent cannot undermine that pawn when my knight goes to c3. I want to go knight c3, maybe queen b5. Yeah, so my plan is still I'm attacking in the center, and now I'm just attacking that overextended pawn at the c5. Although white's position is better if you would do the whole evaluation, because white is up a pawn, and being up a pawn is more important than the weakness at the c5, right? That this is my advantage. Okay, so what opponent is planning to do? Probably opponent wants to enter somehow. So after knight c3, probably opponent prepares moves like that, such a moves. If I go here, attacking that, what opponent will do? Or if I go here, I really doubt that will opponent go here. It looks very risky. So if I go here, opponent goes rook d7, queen b5. Good question. If I go there, probably c6. If I go there, c6, then knight c3. Or maybe opponent wants to play knight d3. This is another option in this position. Okay, you know what? Let's play queen b5. So I still follow the idea of attacking that pawn. After rook c1, I think knight c3 works. Okay, queen d4. Protecting here. And after this move, what opponent is planning to do? Probably here. But then, can I play f6? Okay, let's play knight c3. Maybe I could consider rook d8. No, but I don't think it's good. Okay, so opponent is afraid of that. But now I think I can move. Okay, which rook should I move? This rook keeps pressure here, but then opponent goes there. I have to play like this. Okay, let's play it here. I'm a little bit also afraid of my king safety. Because, okay, king is maybe not unsafe, but opponent has got queen and the knight that are, you know, close to my king's position. This is why I feel a bit unsafe. But I don't see any direct way how opponent can punish me, and now knight's hanging. So opponent has to move the knight somewhere back. And I think I can just capture that pawn. Yeah, I think I can do that. So you can see that my plan of attacking the center, attacking that overextended pawn, it works. Because I achieved my goal. And let's say we'll most likely exchange. There is a big chance that the next position, because position has changed a little bit, position has changed, and I have to, this is gonna be the next critical moment, so I'll still have to follow the process of thinking that I just explained you, so I'll do that very quickly. But okay, h4, just very, okay, let me maybe take it here first. Okay, let me capture that. I see a2 is hanging. Okay, pawn captures. Let me play it. Where to move my queen? maybe to this place. So I keep here. And now take a look. Material is equal. King safety, more or less equal. I do not see any direct problems towards my king. Pawn structure, I have got the advantage because opponent has got 2 weak pawns. I have got also pawn majority. And pieces activity, I think my pieces are more active. Queen is attacking, rook is on the open file. There is a potential knight e2 threat. So I think I have got better pawn structure, plus my pieces are more active. And now, because most of the advantages I have got on the queen side, so my plan is gonna be to do something to attack on the queen side. And I will start to do this. I will take a free pawn, and later I have got 2 pass pawns that I'm going to push. Knight goes to c3, I will try to push it forward. Of course, yeah, and my plan is to, of course, attack on the queen side. So now I just need to find some moves that follow the plan. Okay, let's play b3. I think attack is about creating threats, and if I'm not wrong, I also create a threat of moving my pawn here. Can I play it there? Rook takes a2, I promote. It looks a little bit risky. So what, should I go there or what? Or let's promote. Having second queen has to be good. I don't know what opponent. I see that there is like a potentially there are some complete. Okay, opponent goes there. I completely forgot about it. That opponent can just move the rook. So what now? Protecting. I also want to go there. Okay, c5. I see there is like a potential problem. I don't want to lose that pawn. So what, queen to b4? Yeah, here I think I made an inaccuracy, but okay, let's just keep it simple. I will take it. Knight takes e6. After rook b2, I want to play e5. But if I play e5, knight at a2 is hanging as well. Okay, let's play here. This is a safe move. Okay, and you see position has changed. I know I have got only 2 minutes, but my best advantage is that pass pawn, so I have to attack in that area somehow. But first thing, I have to not lose this one. So what can I do? Yeah, I think I don't have that much choice. I can also exchange queens. But okay, let's go here. Rook captures. I'm gonna play e5 most likely. And I will try to take that knight. Because opponent has to move the queen. Okay, let me capture that here. Rook captures, opponent has to take it. Okay, and now the question. d3, but here. But then I'm a little bit afraid that that pawn can be captured by the opponent. My pawn might be overextended, so let me just take it. Okay, and now I have to activate the king. This is the endgame, so in the endgame it's essential to activate the king. Okay, I think I will just offer a draw. I see that I have got a time advantage, but of course I don't want to flag the opponent, so okay, I offer a draw. Okay, we agreed for a draw. Okay, so just to sum up, I think my plan actually wasn't that bad. I knew that I supposed to attack on the queen side, but I completely forgot about rook b1, and that was a big problem. Okay, but let's forget about the game. I have got the next game. Now this time I play black. I still try to follow I will still try to follow. Okay, let's play bishop b4. A3. Okay, I do not like that variation. I still try to follow the pattern. Okay, so here, this is like Wiener variation. I think I'm supposed to play it there. Rook goes here. And now I know that there are like two decent variations, rook g6 and knight d7. I think I will go with rook g6. And as I remember, I'm supposed to castle queenside here. So bishop b7, castling kingside is no longer possible. So I think this is my whole development plan. I don't want to take because it will help my opponent to develop. This is why I play here. Okay, knight d7, queen e7. And now I want a castle. I want to play c5. Okay, I think I can castle. I know that c5 opens a little bit my king, but also I think I'm attacking in the center. Okay, so opponent, this is like a very weird move. g3 is a very weird move because you can see that I have got a very powerful bishop. And now the question is, in case I take, knight takes most likely, I play knight g4, where queen will go? Queen will go, let's say, here, and then maybe rook goes here. Would it be good or not? Or maybe this is not the best idea. I mean, I'm pretty sure I have to attack in the center because all of my pieces are pointing towards the center. See, bishop, you know. So this is my plan. Bishop is pointing there. Those pieces are in the area. Yeah, and you see one candidate move is here. This is second candidate move. But if I go c5, yeah, I don't want to open the bishop. So maybe I don't have to do that. But if I take, knight takes, knight goes to g4, queen e2. There are a lot of tactical motives, and this is why I have got a good feeling about this position, although I do not see anything direct. So if I take, takes, maybe not knight g4, maybe knight d5 would have been better. Then opponent also plays queen to e2. And then what? Maybe queen f6 instead of rook there. But no, still bishop goes to g2. Okay, you know what? Let's start with this move. I think I have to do that. I can also consider playing e5 if I'm planning to do something in the center. So now e5, pawn takes, then knight g4. Or let's start with knight g4. Queen goes to e2 most likely. Okay, this is very tempting. Okay, I cannot go there because pawn, or can I or not? If I go here, pawn takes, I capture, queen captures here. Okay, I think actually that might work because I will get some material. But of course, opponent is not forced to do that. Opponent can go there. But at least I will exchange some of the opponent's pieces. Okay, let's have a try. I know it looks a little bit risky, but you see here, takes knight f2. Okay, so opponent doesn't want to do that. Okay, let me just capture that. Let me take it. And now I have to play here. So there is no queen a8. And now I still want to do something in the center. Maybe I will maneuver my knight. Does it make sense to move my knight like this? I don't think so. I think position is more or less equal. Okay, so what are my advantages? I mean, Definitely opponent has got, okay, weak pawn structure here. What else? And disadvantages, I have got weak pawn at h7. But I have got, for example, half open file here. So maybe actually instead of attacking in the center, and that might be hard, maybe I should try to think how to attack on the king side, because you can see that I don't see a way how can I make use of those things, but maybe I can make that pawn semi-backwards, and later I can bring another rook and put very strong pressure over that semi-backwards pawn, especially that it's on the half open file. And this is something that I will try to do. Because I don't start with rook g8 because white plays g4. So I start with this move, so later that move is on. Of course, I see that opponent can play rook f1, and I have to move my knight somehow. Opponent is obviously trying to go here. So maybe here, I'm still putting pressure, and I move away out of the pin. I think it also does make some sense. Okay, and now I'll bring another rook. I have got 3 pieces attacking here. I will have to solve the problem of my knight before I'll take it. Really? No, actually, if I capture, opponent cannot take it because g1 is hanging. And in case I capture, rook captures, queen captures, and opponent cannot take it because rook at e1 is hanging. So rook g8, this is actually a threat. So we see I'm attacking on the king side right now, and okay, we'll see what's gonna happen here, but how opponent can defend it. Maybe opponent will have to play something like this. So what will I do after rook e3? Because of course you can use your opponent's time for the calculation. Okay, rook e3. So what to do? If I move that knight away, f7 is collapsing. So maybe a good idea would be to move like this, but h5 also is collapsing. But if I go there, I move under the x-ray, and this is something I would rather avoid. So what else? How can I continue my plan? Because I think we both stacked a little bit. Opponent has to protect the g3, I have to protect knight at the f6. Cannot move this rook. Knight d7, queen takes here. Yeah, it doesn't look very good. If I move my queen back, then I'm no longer attacking here. This move, opponent goes most likely here. And then what? I still cannot move my knight. So what is the move that maybe in such a position, this is some kind of like a clinch, as you can see. Maybe I have to find a way, how can I improve my position? What would be the move that improves, that makes my position stronger? Maybe my king needs a place here. Okay, I know it weakens castle in some variations, but also in some lines that I want to move my rook out, my king has got a safe place at a7 also. So I played this move, but this is more like a waiting move. On the other hand, after c5, no, but after c5 I'm not forced to capture that. I can just go queen d5. So what opponent is going to do here? Yeah, h4, g4. Queen goes there. No, I don't see any great ideas later. I'm attacking on the king side, but do not see how can I improve. Maybe knight h7, knight g5, but h5 is hanging, f7 is hanging. But you can see that after my a5 move, opponent has got the same problem. And I wouldn't be completely surprised if opponent plays, move like king a2 or something like this. Also just a waiting move. So, okay, rook d3. Also, this is a waiting move. Maybe I will play here to control. It controls b3. So I don't need to be afraid of any attacks here. Okay, d5. Okay, so opponent continues attacking that area, but you see, of course I can take it. Okay, I have to calculate those two moves for sure. If I capture, opponent, in case opponent captures, and then what? Maybe I can move my knight to d7, queen takes f7, knight to c5, rook goes somewhere, I capture one of those 2 pawns. Very unclear to me. If I go e5, I threat to go e4. Opponent will most likely go back. I go knight d7. No, but looks like this is even worse. So let's just capture that. And in case opponent captures, I think I will go here. After this move, I go here. I'm attacking that rook. This is under attack, and okay, opponent captures here. So can I take it or not? Before I capture that pawn, let me bring my knight closer. So I'm getting a tempo for free. So rook will go, for example, here. I will take it. There is also bishop e5, but then I think I can take a g1 check and queen takes d5. So if rook goes there, I takes, opponent captures at f7, I capture it at dh3. Okay, rook f3. Okay, I think I can do that. Bishop e5, rook takes g1. Opponent captures, I take. Bishop e5, rook g1. I cannot capture at d5 because there will be a discovery. But I'll take it. Most likely queen captures f7. Or maybe opponent will decide to protect h3 pawn. I have to remove this pawn. And what? Should I go back? I think so. You see, my knight is protecting here. I go back. We go into the endgame. And let's see who has got the advantage in this endgame. Okay, opponent doesn't want to exchange. So what? Queen b7, queen d7. What else can I do? Opponent wants to probably bring... Okay, let's play here. I will try to take it, and c6 pawn will be very weak. In case opponent captures, I take back with the knight. Probably, my first thought about that endgame is that it's drawish, but I think that only black can try to play for a win, because I can try to I can set up my pawns into the light square. So opponent has got the dark square bishop, and I will try to and my bishop cannot attack pawns. My time is also slightly better, so this is my idea. But of course, in case opponent doesn't capture, I think I will take the queen and maneuver my knight to capture pawn at the c6. Like knight e6 and knight d8. And I think I can take it, but opponent captures. Okay, and now what to do? Knight is restricted. Opponent maybe wants to enter here. So what can I do? I can go here. King goes there, I play c6. Takes, king takes. Okay, because I don't wanna lose that pawn. Okay, let's try with king b7. My opponent offered a draw, and most likely I will offer it back very soon, but I just want to check what's gonna happen. Here I also keep possibility to go there. Okay, so opponent plays c4. Can I attack it somehow? Not so easy to maneuver my knight here. Okay, I'll start with the same idea. After d6, pawn at the d6 will be overextended. Will be very easy target for me. In case opponent captures, I take back. Okay. Is there any way I can stop this move, or can I attack it? Okay, I think this is... Here king goes there, king will go here. Pawn on the... With the pawn on the dark square, I'm not going to win. Okay, I will just offer a draw in this position because this is probably completely drawish position. Oh, okay, my opponent rejected. Okay, so what can I do? Opponent wants to come here and capture some pawns. So what should I do? By the way, if I capture that pawn, this is always a draw because I can lose even my knight. This is a wrong corner. So this is always a draw for me. Okay, let's play it here. He will just take it. And he will go into the pawn endgame, most likely. Okay, but of course this is a draw. Yeah, okay. I send a rematch challenge and a new challenge, and let's go and let's play another game. I have to admit I do not like that variation with the a3 against the v-never. So yeah, that's the point. Okay, I have got the next opponent, CM from Malta. Okay. Let's play d5, and today I already played Slav. So let's play maybe Queen's Gambit. Okay, my opponent plays the Catalan. And of course, against the Catalan, it is possible to play b6. This is like a Tartakover style. By the way, in the rock solid opening repertoire, I recommend b6. But let's play c6 maybe today. This is another variation. Knight goes also to d7. I think I will go b6. e4, and in case pawn captures, white is slightly better. This is the reason I really don't recommend to do that, but I think a good move is bishop b7, either bishop a6, one of those two moves. They are, and black wants to play c5 very quickly. This is another variation that I play also from time to time. I think I can bring my rook, and later I want to go c5. And you can see that position is like super dynamic. And I go c5. You can see there is an x-ray. Opponent captures here. I think I will take it back with what? With a knight probably. So I put pressure over that pawn. Pawn captures, pawn captures. When I play white, because I also played the same position with white, I usually go queen f5 in that position. But let's see. But of course, I know what's gonna be my answer. Probably I will take it and I will go queen d3 later, after I create a weak pawn, because I will try to go into the endgame. But let's see how opponent can deal with that. Taking at c5, I think, also wasn't the best idea. And now, of course, I see what opponent is trying to do. Opponent is trying to checkmate me. Okay, so what are my candidate moves? h6, knight e4, g6. Are there any other options? Probably not. If I go there, knight is under attack. Also with my bishop. Knight captures. Then what? Pawn captures. Opponent takes, I take, I'll be down a pawn. So knight e4 doesn't look like a great move. If I go h6, bishop captures, I take a g5. Opponent captures, queen captures. And I lose pawn at the d5. Also doesn't look fantastic, so maybe I have to play g6. I really don't want to play this move. That move looks very poor, so this is why I don't want to do that. But maybe this is the only way I can save the game. Okay, I have got two other ideas also. Another idea here and d4. If I bring my knight here, opponent will take it, I take. So this is like a very similar position I'm down a pawn. And if I play d4, okay, d4 is stopping that threat. I can also in the future go d3. I don't know why I do not like this move that much, but maybe this is something that saves me, and later I can play h6, knight will have to go somewhere, and yeah. So d4 maybe looks like a decent idea, or g6. I have to choose between those two moves. If I go g6, I don't know why I do not like this move. I know that I keep pressure over the c4, but it feels very dangerous here. That my king is under big attack. If I play g6, but d4 also stops my pressure over the c4 pawn. Okay, you know what? I'll choose I'm a safe player, so g6 leads into some complicated variations, so this is the reason why I will decide to go d4. But I have to say that knight g5 is a very annoying move. I know I mentioned queen f5. I have to. So now I understand why did opponent play d takes c5 to open the dark square bishop. So I think I have to go here. And now pawn goes to h6. I have to get rid of that knight. I cannot absolutely tolerate it. So let's imagine rook d1. I play h6, knight e4. I take, takes, queen takes. And d4 pawn, it's a little bit weak. So I also have to, okay, knight goes e4. If I capture, I mean, okay, I can play d3 also. But if I take, no, I don't want to take with this knight. I will take with this knight. Knight takes. And what's then? d3, does it make any sense? d3? I don't think so. Maybe takes, and then what? Takes, queen takes e4, d4 is hanging. Although, no. I'm also thinking about playing b5 one day. But okay, first of all, I have to solve that problem. So if I take here, knight takes, and then I go b5, it puts strong pressure. Okay, let's do that. This is also not a classical game, so cannot calculate every single move, and I play b5. Of course, you can see that pawn at the c4 is pinned, and you know, put the pressure on the pinned piece. This is what am I going to do. Okay, I don't have that much choice. Okay, but now my pawn is protected. If I'm not missing anything, I think it wasn't a great idea for the opponent to do that. Okay, and now take a look, because now my pawn is well guarded, c4 pawn is in trouble. You can see I told you right after the opening that there will be like a big battle in the center, and you can see that opponent's attacking here, opponent is also attacking on the king side a little bit. I just focus in the center, c5. Okay, I saw this move, but now I have to calculate two options. Those are two options that are coming to my mind. d3 at the first glance looks good, because in case queen goes somewhere, bishop takes b2, queen takes b2, I take a free pawn. But after this move, I think opponent can take it. I take the queen, opponent takes here, I take back with the rook, and opponent goes, what, c6. Okay, it looks about equal. But another idea, if I start with this move, opponent has to move the rook. Opponent will bring the rook here. I play d3. My bishop is protecting that. In case captures, I will take back with my queen. And I have to admit that that variation looks much better. And I play d3. After this move, I take queen takes, rook takes c5. This is the reason I expect this move. Actually, I can also consider taking at c2 because rook at the d1 is hanging as well. So, okay, so in case opponent captures, I take. In case bishop takes here, I take here with a check. So that would be very good. But you see, bishop takes f6 captures, rook captures there. Okay, so rook captures. Probably I was still fine. And now I think I can take it. Either I can take at the c5. But this is hanging, so let me capture here first. And now I take at c5. And now you can see that this is gonna, after opponent's next move, most likely it's gonna be the next critical position. If I will just remind you very quickly that I will follow that pattern. So I want to evaluate the position, create a plan, and calculate the position. So very quickly, evaluation. I'm up a pawn. Kings are the same. I have got a very strong pass pawn. And pieces activity, let's say, more or less equal. So I'm leading 2-0. So now my plan's supposed to be attacking the center. I can also exchange pieces because I'm up on the material. And I will try to use my strength, which is that pawn. And yeah, so what are my ideas? Of course, I see the opponent wants to capture here. Here, and this is under attack, and this is under attack. If I take it, this is one candidate move. Queen b6 is a second candidate move. Rook c2. If I'm attacking in the center, maybe I have to also consider such an idea. If I take queen takes, I don't like it that much because my rook, it's a fork. If I go queen b6, I also don't like it that much. But rook c2, it creates a threat. Queen has to go somewhere. Queen most likely will go here, and then maybe I can play queen b6, putting pressure over here. You know, attack is about creating threats. So let's go and let's attack. This is at least something that, you know, the conclusion I got by evaluating the position. I have got better position. I have got 2 advantages, so I have to attack. And also you can see that I'm supposed to attack in the center. Strong pawn, now I have got a strong rook. Yeah, let's play here. There is a very powerful threat at the f2. Opponent has to stop it. Okay, so opponent stops it. Opponent also attacks it here. I think I can just even take it. Okay, let's just capture that. I expect rook takes. Okay, and maybe before I continue my attack, a good idea would be to go there, because I want to play a6. Just, you know, in case opponent wants to get some counter attack here. So I play here. After bishop goes there, I think I will play rook to d8. I'll play, okay, I think rook to d8. Is it hanging or I think it is. Protecting that pawn. I mean, I can maybe a6 I can play. After b4, opponent puts even more pressure. What to do then? Okay, queen b4. So opponent is hoping for me to play a6, and now my bishop will be pinned. This is what my opponent wants me to do. So after this move, takes. Okay, but let's calculate this because it's not that clear. If I, no, I'm sorry, I'm blind. I'm completely blind. My opponent completely forgot about that pawn, and now the game is over, as you can see. Okay, so my plan attack in the center actually works. Okay, and now let's play another game. Opponent from Italy. Okay, so g6. Let's play c4. What opponent is going to play? Opponent can play Greenfeld, King's Indian, most likely King's Indian or Dutch. So still, okay, our opponent is trying to play those weird openings that puts very strong pressure from the very beginning. Maybe this is what opponent is trying to do. But okay, I think I'm not afraid that much of it. And after bishop g4, of course I see I can play it there. Okay, h5. Okay, so this is opening that reminds me a little bit of the King's Indian, but it's a little bit weird. I think I will just go d5. Just, you know, I don't like the pressure here. I don't want to bother with that in the future. I don't want to bother with those lines with bishop g4, bishop takes, and then knight e5. So maybe I'll just start here and I will just take it. Just a simple solution. And of course now, in case I castle, probably opponent will play it there. So I have to be very careful, or I can just play h4 myself. And this is a prophylactic move that stops the threat. Okay, so how can I complete my development? I can castle. I can consider playing here. I can play queen c2, knight c3, or queen c2, and I can develop my bishop to c3 if I'm planning to exchange the d square bishop. Or I can chase it. But most likely, I will try to attack in the middle somehow. If I castle, it will be very clear for my opponent where my king will be. So maybe let's start with this move. After here, I always can play it there. Or I can also bring my knight as well, closer for the defense. I don't believe in such a variations that black is trying to get a very quick attack. Okay, knight f6. Can I trap it? Bishop goes there, I go here. Bishop goes here. So I cannot, okay, I cannot trap it, but I think I don't have to try. I will just go here and bishop c3. I think I can just exchange that bishop. If you want to stop opponent's attack, exchange pieces. Okay, knight captures here. And now I think, okay, now I think I can castle. Okay, and opening is coming to an end. And I think I will just, okay, of course I will never take it because opponent will take it back. But I think I will just play e4. Okay, I have to decide whether I attack in that area. Of course, after preparation, but I can attack in the center. Or you know what, I don't have to decide. I'll start with the e4 move. And e4 is like a move that protects d5. So I can attack in the center by playing somehow f5 and f4 and e5. Or I can attack through c5. But I think I will decide. I have got strong pawns here in that area. I can have another very strong pawn. So I think I will just start attacking in the center, not queenside. And I'm bringing just my rook. You know, in some positions you have to calculate like a move by a move, but that position is not very dynamic. I know opponent is attacking me, but it's not very dynamic. So it's less important whether you play rook e1 or queen e2. More important is to follow a correct plan. So, you know, there are some positions that are not super dynamic that you can simplify your thinking. You can simplify your calculation a little bit. And now, of course, probably doesn't matter what move opponent is going to play. I'll have to consider pawn to e5, either pawn to f4. What's going to be better? Pawn to e5 opens the position, opens the e-file. And f4 opens king a little bit, but also it creates very strong pawn. But after this move, if I take, opponent most likely will take it. No, I think after takes, bishop takes. No, I cannot take it there. I have to take it, queen takes. Okay, there is such an option. And what happens if I go here? then takes, rook takes, takes, king takes, 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 takes. Okay, what variation is better for me? And after that calculation, I decide that I want to go for with the e5. And rook is coming. And now I think I can take it. And later I can take it back with the, I will take it as expected. Okay, queen c6. So opponent wants to play it here somehow, but I think I will just move my king back just to, you know, avoid any problems in the future. I would expect this move, rook takes, and I analyzed very similar position, almost the same, but I decided to go for this because I control the file. Of course, I will never take it because then opponent controls that. So one reason is that I have got more control over the open file, but another important thing is that I have got pawn majority 3 against 2 on the queen side. And later in the end game, I will try to use that pawn majority, of course. Okay. So what? That pawn is hanging, so a decent idea would be to go there. But I see that queen takes d5, then I check. Opponent, I think, cannot stop it, and opponent loses material. So this is like a small trap. If opponent captures, opponent will have a problem. But of course, you know, you have to pay attention to the to such a tactical things. Okay, so what opponent is going to do? Okay, I think that I can start. Let me just, okay, queen goes to f6. Okay, let me just remind you very quickly. This is the process that I will try to follow. So let's try to follow that process quickly. Okay, so material equal, king safety, more or less the same. Pieces activity, my pieces are more active because I control open file. Pawn structure, I have got better pawn structure because of that pawn majority. So what's gonna be my plan? I'm gonna attack in the center and on the queen side. In the center, I will try to use the file, and on the queen side, because I have got the pawn majority, but probably I will try to use the pawn majority when queens will be gone. So not right now. So I think I'll just go here. So this is the move that moves away from the x-ray. Queen is protecting that pawn. Queen keeps an eye on this one, and I want to enter to the 7th rank with my rook. This is what am I going to do. Okay, so here. If I go there, probably takes, queen goes there. I take, I go here, queen captures, and then I go here. But I think I don't want to exchange my rook. I think I don't want to do that. So what, maybe I should just push it forward. Or another idea, I can enter with my rook to the 8th rank. Okay, let's do that. It looks dangerous. By the way, there is also such a principle that you have to be extremely careful when it comes to the king safety. If opponent has got, if there are only major pieces on the board. Okay, so what can I do? Cannot go c5. b4 also doesn't work. Let's play here. So opponent has got no that check. This is like the silent move that improves the position a little bit. Okay, and after this move, I have to admit I'm quite happy because opponent is only helping me to go into the to create the pass pawn. Okay, but now I see that this is a check. Can I go there? The question is, can I offer a queen straight? That's the good question. I can go here, attacking that pawn. Okay, I think I'll just do that. I would expect something like this, but opponent also has to pay attention to the king safety. Yeah, but okay, so maybe not queen d4 now, but I will just move my queen away. Here, either here. Okay, let's go here. So there are no checks here, no checks there. So I still control the open file, although it's not the only open file because C file is open as well. And but my plan still remains. Probably I will attack here And in case I have got the chance, I will also try to attack on the king, because king is quite weak. So what? After this move, is it good or not? I cannot go a4, I think, because takes, queen takes. You cannot really do that. So if I go there, queen goes here. Or maybe I can just simply play it here. Queen protects here. At the same time, I'm preparing a4. I also have to pay attention to my king's safety. Because I can imagine some variations that opponent enters with pieces and checkmates me. So also I have to keep an eye on the back rank. Okay, b4. So now I cannot take it because my rook's hanging. And if I play it there, what does opponent prepare? A safe move would be here. But one second, if I go there, here, I go queen d2. Okay, let's start with this move. Queen f3. I have to admit I completely forgot about this move. And this is the opponent's idea. Cannot take it. Yeah, I told you I have to be careful about my king's safety. So I'm stopping rook c1. Especially that we have got only 3 minutes. So, yeah. Maybe I will go there and I will remove that pawn. This is also an isolated pawn. I can also remove queen out of the place. Rook c6. What's the purpose? Okay, maybe opponent wants to maneuver the rook like this. So if I play it there, rook e6. Okay, what else can I do? I go here. I can remove queen out of this place. And later I can take this pawn. Let's have a try. Okay, that was my idea. Now don't tell me that opponent can play here. I didn't calculate it. I just played an automatic move, but if I go there, I capture queen, rook takes d2. Okay. I think I have to take it. I have to protect it. So if I go there, e5, I take. No, it's not good. I think I will go there. In case opponent captures, I'll go here, I will take it. And in case opponent plays e5, stopping that idea, I think I'll go here. Yeah, I think I'll go here, and after this move, I go there and also take it. But I completely missed that rook e2 idea. Yeah, f5 doesn't really work, of course, right now. But the question is, will opponent... Okay, this is captures, I bring my king. f5. I move my king. I bring my king here. King d5. That's the question. I think this is gonna be a draw in such a case. Should I play for a win? Because I mean I have got 2 minutes. Here f5, I go here, king e6, king d3 here, I play f3 myself. So king cannot enter. Is there... Oh, so I think this is a draw, but if I go here, King is coming, rook goes to c2. Okay, let's play for a win. I know that I have got less than 2 minutes, but you know, I just want to win this game. I like end games, so my idea is to bring the rook here. I really have to speed up. I want to bring my king closer, and I will maybe enter with the rook. I also keep a possibility to go here and rook a2 and take it. Although my rook at a3 is not perfect. This is the reason why I don't want to start with that idea. I think I can play it any time. Okay, bringing my king closer. Rook c4, what was it, the move? Okay, here. I'm blocking, I want to block that king, so it cannot enter. And now what? Here, opponent wants to create the pass pawn on this side. If I go here, opponent takes, I take. Okay, I think I have to take it. Takes. I can also remove the king out of this position. Check. King escapes probably to c5, and I'm bringing my king. King goes here. I want to keep possibility to move here. h3, I can attack it. Rook g1, smart move. I'll go here. I have to go behind. e4, okay, a little bit unexpected move, but if I take h2, the opponent is probably winning. So I have to move my king somewhere. Where should I go? I think I have, this is more accurate. And now what? Maybe actually f3. Because this is the last moment. I couldn't go f3 if my if opponent pawn was here, because opponent would take it. Yeah, takes, and yeah. So now what? I will take it. Actually, okay, I think I have to go here right now because opponent has got that skewer idea. Now I'll take it. Okay, and actually, okay. I didn't calculate it properly, and unfortunately I lose this position. Okay. So yeah, maybe I should have just accepted draw. My opponent tricked me. Okay, let me resign. My opponent tricked me in the end. Yeah, maybe I should have take a draw. I think that maybe this position was still not that bad. 1 second, here. Yeah, because I thought that maybe rook d2 wasn't like such a great idea. Maybe I should bring my king to this place immediately, or just f3 and move my rook here. Okay, that would be like the easiest way to make a draw. But okay, it happens. Okay. Anyway, you know, here I just this is what happens if you play for a win. But yeah, opponent was just better. Okay. Anyway, so hope. Of course, you know, that was 10 minutes. I played 10-minute games, so I hadn't got, you know, 15 minutes to discuss one position and analyze step by step. I just wanted to show you how can you use that method of creating the best plan in practice. And I really recommend you to visit the website that you can see at the bottom, createthebestplan.mattbobila.com, and you can get a free ebook with the whole explanation and also examples how should you create the best plan, how to evaluate the position, how to create the best plan, and also how to calculate variations properly. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you next time. Goodbye.